to the 30th anniversary Sedona International Film Festival celebration. Featuring the best independent films from around the world. A special thank you to our presenting sponsors, Northern Arizona Healthcare, Yavapai College, Cleaner Quicker Car Wash and Detailing, the City of Sedona, the Kling Family Foundation, Goldenstein Gallery, Seven Canyons Sedona, BMO Bank, Hillside Sedona. Our presenting sponsors are wearing light blue lanyards. If you see them around the festival, please thank them for their generous financial support. And please thank the dozens of festival sponsors and donors who make our festival possible. You'll find the complete list on page 2 of your festival program, and they'll be spotted around the festival wearing bright pink lanyards. Please thank them for their contribution to the success of the festival. A special thank you to the sponsor of this theater, Goldenstein Gallery. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the festival. And now, here's your theater host.
Thank you, John. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our 30th anniversary celebration, ladies and gentlemen. We're so happy to have you here. And we're so excited to welcome you, especially because this is the very final film festival for the film 7,000 Miles. It's going to get a distribution deal and get into theaters next. So thank you for being part of the wonderful journey with all those special people from the film. We're going to meet a little later on. And I want you to help me think, wasn't that 30th anniversary bumper amazing? This is the man that did it right here, Brian Reinhardt, our tech director. And Christopher Johnson. So Brian and Christopher worked on this. We challenged them to get us something that would tie Sedona together, tie our films together, and tie the spirit of the 30th Anniversary Festival all in one package. And I think they nailed it, don't you? Now the fun challenge you all get to have, those are clips from many films in our festival lineup. So we're going to show this only on the big shows. So we're going to show it several times throughout the week. We want you by the end of the week to say, I saw every film clip that's in there. Including those really old ones that were shot in Sedona long ago. Okay? Give it up one more time. Brian Reinhardt and Christopher Johnson. And if you see our crew around, I'm trying to avoid it because I'm very shy and don't like to be on camera. Ask my wife, she'll tell you. Our team is out there getting B-roll footage of all of you. They want to stop you and ask you some questions about how you feel about Film Festival, how many years you've been coming. So make sure you stop, and when you see them, give them some good footage, because the last night of the festival, in, 8 nights from now, when we have the free concert that is already sold out, ladies and gentlemen, here in the theater on March 3rd, Sunday night, March 3rd, we're going to show you the clips from this week that you all made possible. All right? So we're going to see how many clips you all get into, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please help me thank the tech team that makes the magic happen here. Jeremy Ferguson, Shane Richards, and Rob Carpenter up in the booth. Thank you, gentlemen. And a huge round of applause for all of our sponsors that you just saw on the reel. Give it up for all that make happen. And our volunteers. We have the best volunteers of any organization in the world, bar none. Give it up for our volunteers. Madam Patrice, would you stand up? This particular, we have a lot, check out when you get a chance. Check out page 17. On your film festival program, because we did a very special promotion this year looking for angels for our 30th anniversary. So there are angels that sponsored it. Miss Mary Bird is here. Is that you, honey? She gave us a great $10,000 gift to sponsor the VIP lounge. Thank you, Mary Bird. We are so grateful. Many of you in this audience are part of this. Patrice Curvin is on my film screening committee for the Narrative Films. She and Charlotte, who I'll tell you about in a little bit, she and Charlotte saw the film, called me immediately and said, you've got to call them now. We want this film in there. Wendy Malick would be such a hit. These cast members would be such a hit. You've got to get them here to Sedona. Call them now. And she said, I love it so much, I'm sponsoring the film. So she wrote me a big fat check to sponsor the film. Patrice Curvin is sponsoring today's film. Thank you. So I do something I never ever do. I never call films and tell them they're in the lineup because, too soon. Because you just never know what's going to happen between now and then, or if they're going to get a distribution deal, or if they're going to be out on Netflix. But we wanted this cast and this crew here to be here so much, we wanted to make sure we were on their schedule. So, before I could even call, where's your Amy? Amy Glazer, the director, right there. Give it up for Amy Glazer right there. And Alexander John Rothschild right here in front. She's one of the lead actresses here and the producer of the film. Before I could call them, Charlotte Newton. Charlotte, stand up. You're right back there. Charlotte's on my board and also on my committee. Charlotte said one of my dearest friends, Natalie, is a really close friend of Wendy Malick. So, is it okay if I call her and tell her we love her film? I'm like, we are using every angle we can get to Wendy Malick. She's a very busy actress. We want her here in Sedona. So she calls Natalie. Before I could even call the filmmakers to tell them they were in, Natalie called Wendy Malick. Wendy, stand up and take a bow. She's so gorgeous and beautiful and wonderful. Wendy calls Amy and said, I think we're at the Sedona Film Festival. So when I called Amy, she's like, oh yeah, I already knew that. So it was great fun, and pretty soon Wendy Malick is calling my cell phone. So the staff thinks I'm completely nuts, because I'm like, I'm so sorry, my new friend Wendy Malick is calling every time. So it was great fun, and they brought the entire cast along that you're going to get to meet. They are wonderful, incredible, accomplished actors, and really gifted people. We're going to have a Q&A with 9 of them up here. I'm going to introduce them all afterwards. Why don't I have you all stand up right now? Let's just do this. You already met Wendy. Give it up one more time, Wendy Malick, ladies and gentlemen. Juliette Mills, the beautiful Juliette Mills. The other handsome Maxwell Caulfield. Ray Abruzzo. Ray Nakio, he's the tallest one in the group, and so handsome. Alexander Doug Rothschild, right here. Jim Orr is here. So you hear Ray, he's the cinematographer. He's on his way. He's on his way, great, wonderful. And Deborah Glazer, who is the one that laid me in the lobby. Deborah came in from Hawaii. Deborah, thank you very much. Did I get everyone? Oh, thank God. That's a lot of pressure. Thank you. So we're going to have an incredible Q&A after this show. You're going to love this film, I can guarantee you. You got a bit of ballot when you came in, yes? You're voting 1 to 5, 5 being best. Put a tear through that, give it to our volunteers on the way out. This helps us determine our Audience Choice Awards next week, Sunday. Now, a special treat that you have after the show. These wonderful people are going to do a great Q&A up here, so stay for every minute of the Q&A. You have a cool little surprise at the end that's going to be fun. Well, I've given it up, but it's a surprise. There's something fun happening at the end. But then, and you don't have to rush out to get it. We've got enough cake and troubles for all of you. We have our 30th anniversary official celebration between this film and the 7 o'clock film. So we have cake out there. Make sure you check out our Film Reel movie cake that just arrived, our 30th anniversary cake. Wendy and I and the cast will be cutting into it to officially open the festival. We're going to have cake for you. We're going to have Prosecco for you. We have 1,500 truffles from Gale's Chocolates, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be a nice little chocolate champagne reception. So there's plenty to go around. Stay for the Q&A. We're going to hang out there. And Robin and Eric Miller are doing the music out in the lobby. So there's all Robin and Eric Miller. So sit back and relax. Please make sure your cell phones are turned off at this time so we can whisk you away into this wonderful film without interruption from the outside world. You will be blown away, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here on day 1 for the final film festival run and our premiere, 7,000 Miles. Enjoy the show.